Coming up this Saturday, our friends and partners at Grade 8's Memorabilia, they are hosting a big event, a meet and greet, but it's more important than that. It's a back-to-school blitz. It's at Weis Markets in Havre, Grace, and you can go right now to grade8smemorabilia.com with the number 8, and you can register and guarantee your spot if you make a $25 donation, or you can show up, purchase a $25 gift card to Weis to donate, or a brand new backpack, and you will meet our next guest. We are joined now by Ravens linebacker Trenton Simpson, who is with us. Trenton, it's Glenn. It's great to chat with you, man. Thank you so much for taking the time for us.
Yes, sir, man. Thanks for having me today.
Trenton, can you take me through when you get the call from, everybody involved, hey, these folks want you to be involved with a back-to-school drive to help some kids out. What does it mean to you to do it? Why was it something important for you to say yes to?
Man, it means the world to me to get back to my community because I understand what the impact that I have as a Baltimore Raven and how I can inspire a young kid and a family to know that their dreams are possible and to be able to have one-on-one conversations with them and be able to, get back there and motivate them to get ready to go to school and have a great year this year.
Did you, was there any particular moment for you that, you realized how important school was? Because, we're all growing up. None of us want to go to school. None of us love it. Did you have a moment in your life where it struck you like, oh, no, this is as important as anything I might do athletically?
Man, I always knew school. I always had to put school first because, getting scholarships and upholding a great GPA and having the correct grades, gets you in a lot more doors than just being a talented athlete. So I always knew, school was a high priority for me and my family. And, going to class, being engaged, sitting in front of class and learning and being active in school was always important to me for sure.
So, again, this Saturday, Weis Markets in Havre, Grace. You can meet Trenton Simpson. Go to grade8baltimore.com with the number 8 to find out more. And we've got it up on the screen as well for you to check it out there. Trenton Simpson will be there from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday. So make sure you get up there to Weis Markets in Havre, Grace. Trenton, I mentioned to you before we started chatting, I got the chance to chat with your dad. And for those that don't know, your father was a Ranger, right? Service was his story. Can you take me through how that life, how seeing that discipline has maybe shaped you and helped you in your own path within football?
Yeah, man, my dad being a Ranger has definitely helped mold me to the man I am today, and just a passion behind why I do what I do, going hard every day, being committed to a team, going in every single day, trying to improve on something and being disciplined, eating right, getting the right amount of sleep, taking care of my body, and just, the things my dad taught me is things I'm forever grateful for because it's being just a respectful man, respecting my teammates, my coaches, and just being a great guy inside and outside the building to my community and my teammates.
It does in any way, having seen that and that discipline, does that translate, obviously everything has been made about the jump that you're making this year into being a full-time starter. Does it help you? Does it aid you that you witnessed that you saw that was part of your life as you now have to make the discipline into a different type of role and a bigger role with this football team?
Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely, man. Just the discipline to, before I go to sleep every night, looking over my plays, watching more film. After practice, when you want to go home, just go get in a cold tub a little bit longer or taking care of my body or eating healthy, it's definitely translating and helped me so much going to year 2 and just being growing up into that lifestyle. It's definitely helped me and molded me to get ready for year 2 and for the rest of my career. Yeah.
So I think you've talked a little bit about the number change, and I know it has something to do with your mom because we were just talking about your dad. Can you walk me through for everybody why this was something that you wanted to do, why it was so important to you?
Yeah, so it meant a lot to me because my mom wore 23 in basketball and volleyball growing up, and I always seen pictures of her in 23, and I just knew I had an opportunity to change to 23, and I wanted to represent my family. And I know this is my name gets all the credit for the work that I put in, but it's much bigger than me. I come from a big family, and I'm representing a lot of family back home, and with the last name Simpson and my mom also. So it meant a lot for me, and I just wanted to represent my family, my mom, and just go out there and play hard for my family, the fans. Go out there and give it my best this year.
So what did it mean when everybody found out? What did it mean to your family when you told them?
It meant a lot to my mom because I do everything for my mom.
Awesome.
That's my rock. That's my best friend. She's always been there for me. So when I told her that I was doing it for her, she was so happy for me. And then her family were just they claim I get a lot of my talent from my mother. She's very athletic, so I mean it was good, and I mean they're excited to see me at 23 and ball out this year and for the rest of my career. So
We're,
yeah.
we're chatting with Trenton Simpson. So how much of that is true? Like, do you acknowledge any of that you got a lot of that from your mom?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta give it to her because every time I go back to her hometown, everybody's like, man, your mom was a beast in basketball and volleyball and softball. So I definitely give it to her. But my father was also like the star football player. So I mean, I feel like God just blessed me with great genetics and two athletic parents. That's where I get a lot of it from. So I mean, I don't know who to give it too much to. I just say, I mean, I'm an even blend of both of them, and I'm blessed to have the talents, and I'm just trying to go out there and display it to the world.
That's really cool, man. Trenton, so much is made. Obviously, the guy that you get to line up next to, and I know you've talked about how important it's been to have Roquan there, and clearly even to have PQ last year. But can you describe how I don't know if easier is the word because it's certainly not an easy job, but how much smoother the transition is for you in jumping into a bigger role, knowing that you've got that dude next to you on the field?
I mean, it's a blessing to be able to play beside a Hall of Fame caliber guy, great linebacker. I mean, we all see what he does at a high level, how he does it week in and week out. And I'm blessed, man, because I get a chance to go in every single day and ask questions and learn beside the best linebacker in the National Football League. So for me, 23, going into my second year in the NFL, being able to ask one of the greats how does he see certain things pre-snap, and it's been a blessing, man. I feel like every single day I'm growing and learning something new every day. So I mean, I feel like, man, if I keep improving and every single day, working with Roquan, man, it's gonna be a great duo for sure.
Is there anything in particular that like you do in preparation or during practice or anything like that like you can recognize I picked that up from I know I do that because of watching Roquan?
I can definitely say being more vocal. Like now, I'm a lot more vocal. You come to practice, you'll hear me on the field. I'm speaking, I'm calling the front, I'm relaying the call. I definitely say just being more vocal and just truly just having more fun with the game. Going out there and playing playing it hard, having a great time, but being vocal and just being with my brothers on the field and just going out there and emptying the tank every single play and every single practice. So yeah.
Trenton Simpson is with us again this Saturday. Weis Markets in Havre Grace. Go to great8smemorabilia.com, great8baltimore.com with the number 8 in order to find out more. He'll be there from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Trenton, the other change this year, right, is the change in your guys' coordinator and Zach Orr taking over. And Zach's a younger guy and knows a thing or two about the position that you played, and obviously you guys were together a year ago. What has that relationship been like with you and Zach, and how different, how similar might this defense be in his first year as coordinator?
Man, I can say like that's another blessing, just like that transition from him being my linebacker coach to my defensive coordinator, just us being on the same page, and then me being able to know him on and off the field, and just knowing him as my linebacker coach and now seeing him as my defensive coordinator. I feel like me asking him questions and him knowing how I learned with him coaching me as a linebacker coach is I feel like it's definitely like vital to my improvement every single day. And I feel like it's been going great, man. I'm excited to see, his first year as a defensive coordinator and, my first year, really getting out there and playing a lot of snaps on defense. So, yeah, I'm excited, man, for sure.
We know that you had the responsibility of being like the welcoming committee for Nate Wiggins this past offseason. Yeah. Have you guys been spending more time together since he arrived? And what's something maybe about Nate that we all should know that yet we obviously haven't had the chance to learn about him yet, having not seen him on the field too much?
Yeah, man, me and Nate been tight ever since he got in the building. Even going back to our Clemson days, man, we were always tight. And we played for 2 years there. We won some championships together at Clemson. So, that comes with a lot of practices and, time together. But, yeah, ever since he's got here, man, we've been, just sitting down. I'm checking on, just trying to see how he's adapting as a rookie, but just spending time, just making sure we both, going out there and communicating, having fun. And, I could say, what a lot of people don't know, I feel like his personality is great. Y'all gonna love him. He's a high energy guy, and then, man, when you see him out on that football field, like, you can guarantee number 2 gonna be running people down, covering people. He's gonna be the great player. So I'm excited to see him progress, and man, I'm excited to be teammates with him again because he's a great guy in the locker room and someone great to be around for sure.
That's really cool. So I know it's not frequent, right? Because like the ones don't usually go up against the ones, but have you had a moment yet where like you've run into Derrick Henry? Has that happened yet in your time here?
Yeah, it's happened a couple
Okay.
times, like inside run and stuff like that. So yeah.
So what is that feeling like when that human being, when that specimen comes right at you and you guys end up colliding?
Man, like truthfully, like a backstory, like life being full circle. I played running back in high school, and that was the guy I looked up to. So to be on the field with him is a blessing. But I can truly say, going against inside running against him and practicing against him in practice is gonna make me better because there's no other running back in the NFL that's running that hard and is that size. So I can definitely say I've been learning, and I mean it's just making me better. So when it's time to go out there and we play against any other 31 backs, I'm gonna be ready to tackle them for sure.
Were you the same type of like thumper? Like were you when you were playing running back, were you the one delivering blows like that?
Yeah, definitely that. And then, that the big body just outrunning people, stiff arming. Like, I modeled my game after him in high school. So it's crazy to be teammates with him, but it's awesome to be able to talk to him down in the locker room and then us to share the same team. It's going to be awesome, man. I'm excited. I'm blessed to be here and in this opportunity, man. I'm just going to try to live it up, maximize my potential, and have fun every day and, be grateful for the product of it.
We are just wrapping up here with Trenton Simpson again this Saturday. Weis Markets in Havre Grace. You can make a $25 donation of a Weis Markets gift card or purchase a new backpack for their Back to School Blitz as we take care of kids in this area that need it. Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Weis Markets in Havre Grace. Trenton Simpson is with us. Trenton, being particularly an inside linebacker in Baltimore, right? There's a lot of legacy there over the years, and it's not just Ray. It's Roquan now, PQ, C.J. Mosley, Bart Scott. Like that list goes on and on and on. What has it meant to you? Obviously, being in the NFL would be exciting no matter what, but being a Baltimore Ravens linebacker and in the legacy of that, what has that meant to you, and how important is it for you to continue that legacy?
Man, it means the world to me. And what I realized a year ago on that draft night is like when they drafted me, they seen something in me. And it's meant the world to me because I know, like you said, the legacy and the guys who've come before me. So just, like another full circle moment, just watching Ray Lewis at a young age. And always, every time I watched the Ravens growing up, it was that defense, that Raven, playing like a Raven, that defense who flies around, sets the tone, and the team that no offense wanted to face, it's a great defense. So, man, I'm excited to uphold the standard every single day, not looking too far ahead, just trying to stack every single day and continue to get better. And, man, if I continue to work and grind and make plays, man, I'm excited to see what my future will hold in the future for sure. But I'm definitely excited, man. I'm blessed to be a Baltimore Raven and a linebacker for sure.
That's awesome, man. And, Trenton, the other thing, before I let you go, everybody I've talked to this offseason, everybody's talked about unfinished business. Kyle Van Noy said, we got to repent for our sins, right? Like, how much do you guys, you don't want to obsess over it clearly, but how do you allow it to be what drives you that we were right there, we should have had it, now this is our year to go get it?
I say, man, just keeping it on your mind mentally, every single day, attacking the day, but understanding, like, you're working for today for that end goal at the end. So, I mean, just stacking days on top of days, everybody being on the same page. I know this team this year, we all have the same ultimate goal, which is finishing on top at the end of the season. So, man, I feel like every single day, I mean, of course it's there in the mental and, you want to make it right this year. But, I mean, we got a chance this year to open the season, set the tone for the season, go out there, you get our rematch. And, I'm excited, man, because it'll set the tone for the year. And, after that game, you still got a lot more games to play.
Yep.
But it's definitely one for the books for sure.
Yeah, you can't win the Super Bowl in week 1, right? Like, it doesn't work like that.
Right.
But, boy, it would go a long way to feeling good. It would go an awful long way to feeling good about it. All right, Saturday, 11 a.m., 1 p.m., Weis Markets in Havre Grace. Be there to support Grade 8's Baltimore. Again, grade8sbaltimore.com, the Back to School Blitz, and an opportunity to meet Trenton Simpson. Trenton, we're so excited for you and the opportunity in front of you this season, man. Thank you so much, first of all, for what it is that you're doing this Saturday and committing to the community and this place that you're now calling home. But best of luck moving forward this season, and thank you for taking the time for us.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure to talk with you, and go Ravens.